Right, so hi everyone, my name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you in your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. I'm talking fast because I've already filmed 2 videos and I'm wanting to film Saturday, Sunday, even if they're quite quick. So I think I'm going to finally use the cards I intended to use for Libra season. Let's just get a card. So this card is for your inner feminine, your masculine. So I'm just going to pick one card, which would be depictive of both of you in the connection, but I am actually tempted to shuffle the tarot too. But let's get this card. What have we got? So if you're watching this real time on the Saturday, we're in a very deep Scorpio moon, so it's Libra sun, love, peace and harmony, union, the spiritual marriage, and then, oh yeah, like I said on the live, Libra sun and Scorpio moon actually screams like spiritual marriage, the Libra bit, and sexual union, the Scorpio moon bit. So obviously that is not where everyone's at, but some people could be. So rejection, maturing. So I feel in the past this masculine rejected you. If you're the feminine, they weren't mature enough for this love. They doubted themselves, but they hoped that they would grow into this energy at some point, and you never know, they might already have. Let's see what comes out here. So I want to shuffle one of these two. Oh wait a minute, I'll put the cards back I just used. What else do we need to know? Because the last one was a very powerful masculine awakening to their creative ideas and, you know, being a visionary. So, which is going on with a lot of you out there. Whoa, wow, glad I picked it up. I'm not going to need to read. Look, Lemuria as well. Lemuria energy coming through here. Mermaid Lemuria. Face your shadow. So I'm going to put the yin yang in the shot too. This is what's going on here. You know, remember it's Scorpio moon, so Scorpio energy is the shadow, and when we're in Scorpio season, I'll be back to a lot more energy at a certain point in Scorpio energy, and yeah, I'll be doing so. I wanted to get doing some interactive stuff for you, if you want to come on the live and stuff like that. But yeah, face your shadow. And the thing is, a lot of people might not want it because they'll be in their fields, but there's something about this masculine facing their shadow about why they weren't ready to face this before. What's interesting is the 13 as well is also the death card in the tarot. So watch this. It'd be funny if it comes out. It's been happening a lot lately. But yeah, I feel this person is facing their shadow and facing the parts of them that they didn't want to in the past. Yeah, 5 of Wands, they've been battling themselves. I don't know why it's going that way, but I mean, the messages I deliver are mostly for the masculines, and it's just if the feminine can take something from it, even if it is just to know where your masculine's at, then great. But the last two that I'm doing here, it's like the masculine's energy is totally taken over, but I feel it's just because it's where the feminines are being guided to rest and the masculine does need a lot of guidance. So, like I said, this would usually be the feminine energy, but this is masculine's feminine energy too. They've been fighting their feelings. They've been in denial. They've been rejecting this love, rejecting that part of themselves. But this Lilith energy to do with this new moon, because this new moon in Libra that we're still in is conjunct Black Moon Lilith, is making them face that part of themselves that they were rejecting. Wow, oh my... You just knew it was going to happen because I said it, the death card. So you just heard what I said. 13, it's because it's God speaking through me if you're new. 13 is the death card. This is number 13, the death card. But look how interesting this is. That man, look at, there's like a swirling tornado around his head. It's like this person is going through an ego death. They're battling their ego. That's what all of that says to me. I mean, that's definitely the thumbnail. This person is battling their ego. Keep going, basically. Yeah, they're going through a death and a transformation. The death card is Scorpio. It's Scorpio moon if you're watching this. Actually, if you're watching this you can't be watching it on the Friday unless I release it, like, you know, in the wee hours or Saturday or something. But if you're watching this on the Saturday or Sunday, it is Scorpio energy. So all of this is so Scorpionic. Yeah. Let's read the rejection and maturing card. I just can't get over how they keep doing that. It's so funny. Like, it has happened a lot over the past 10 years. Like, I do it a lot, but it's every single time now when I'm like, oh, that'll be funny if that card comes out, and then they do chuck it out. So, rejection, maturing. Rejection is something we all experience at certain times in our life, and it's a difficult feeling. It's a difficult feeling to deal with. So again, I do feel as though this masculine at some point must have faced some sort of rejection that's had a lasting effect on them. that they're like, right, I never want to go through that again. So they've like ran from any potential hurt like that. And it happens to a lot of people, men and women. It can cause tremendous amounts of pain if we don't learn how to embrace it. When getting rejected, it makes us feel inadequate, unwanted, and perhaps like a failure. It can cause us to fear trying, feeling scared of moving forward and pursuing what we really want. A common response is getting defensive and trying to stand up for ourselves. That would be this card. Finding an excuse or even trying to hurt the ones that made us feel this way. Again, kind of Five of Swords, like what's been coming up in the last few videos. This is a vicious cycle that only creates more pain and hurt for both yourself and others. Self-sabotage. This card challenges you to rise above yourself and your instinct to push away the rejection and instead stand higher, knowing that rejection is not always a reflection of you as a person. Just because one thing didn't work out, it doesn't mean that the whole of you is wrong. That's probably why they made me put that in. If you can raise your head and see above this, you can find peace in maturing and knowing that rejection is only a push in a different direction for the time being. Maturing can help you calm yourself down before reacting. Can you look the other way and break free from the cycle and find peace on the other side? Explore the rejections you've had and find within them what you are better off without. Yeah, so again, this is definitely like masculines that have been rejected by, like, I'm talking about like in the past when you were young or something, by people that it was probably spirit's redirection. It wasn't right for you, but you've internalized it as you not being good enough, because, you know, maybe it's like someone's went for the cool kid or something and like you've been rejected by, oh yeah, especially because it's Mean Girls Day today, you know what I mean, like somebody's been knocked back by somebody that's got a high social status or something. But it's like, these are usually fucking dicks. Like, who wants to be associated with these people, men or women? No, me, you know what I mean? They're always the nasty fucks. In the films and in real life, if you think about it, like, it's the people that, like, they might command a lot of attention and have loads of friends, but these aren't always the nicest people. That's usually people that have got a bit of a toxic hold or a narcissistic hold over others, you know, and that people talk about anyway behind their back. So, you know what I mean? It's not really that great to have that energy where people are, yeah, it's just not nice. And actually, that's the toxic side of Scorpio energy. You know what I mean? Like a toxic, controlling sort of, that's what I'm getting. This person might have been around that. Right. But also what was going into there is, it's like someone could have been rejected and like by a karmic energy too. But again, same thing. Mean Girls, like Cruel in the Gang. Why would you want to be connected with these people? They're the ones that would hurt you and cause fighting and wars and all of that. Put it this way, if you're in a romantic relationship with someone and you've even got the slightest doubt or fear in you that when I break up with this person, it's going to be like War of the Roses, like they're going to make my life hell. Do you think that sounds like you're in a healthy relationship right now? I don't think so. If you're in a friendship and you're like, if I ever fall out with this person, I think they would make others turn on me and they'd make my life hell. Again, not a good friend. But I understand that it's like some people will actually stay in toxic friendships and toxic relationships because it's like this person could actually make your life hell when you break up with them. And that makes me so sad. And I'm going to put the karmic journey below. Listen to that journey, and that will hopefully either take the edge off the situation and give you the strength that you need, or and then I'll put one of the reviews below of how it helped somebody else, which was amazing. Thank you so much, the person that shared that for others. Yeah, or book a personal session. But yeah, where do we get to here? If you can raise your head and see above this, you can find peace in maturing and knowing that rejection is only a push in a different direction for the time being. Maturing can help you calm yourself down before reacting. Can you look the other way and break free from the cycle and find peace on the other side? Explore the rejections you've had and find within them you're better off without. You don't need to prove others wrong. You don't need to prove yourself worthy or better. Just know that you are enough, and this rejection will lead you in another direction, and that's okay. Feel specifically directed at karmic things as well. Like people, the karmic people that have, like, you've been in something with somebody karmic, right? And once they've got what they want, or once they get bored of you, they drop you like a hot tatty. And it's like, that's what it feels like here. Like someone that was using you, a friend, a family member, or a lover. I'm confident enough to handle rejection. I do not fear rejection. It will lead me in a better direction. That's affirmation. So use the latest rejection that you experienced as an example. Journal on what happened, when it was, how it made you feel, and what your response was. Then answer what happened after. What would your life have been? How would your life have been different had it not happened, and how is it different now because it did? How are the great things you have experienced? What are the great things you have experienced and now because you got rejected? Right, keeping it general, but I can think of something in my life because I've got loads of examples of this. But how your life would have been different had it not happened. Right, had certain things, karmic things, not happened in my life, my life would have been different because I still would have been in the dark about how I was still dimming my light when I didn't think I was and being manipulated, right? But how's it different now? Well, my eyes were opened and I feel freer and I'm not being manipulated anymore, right? What are the great things you have experienced and now have because you got rejected? And again, I don't know if I would have. Again, I don't know if I would have sort of described it as being rejected, but when I'm thinking about it, it does fit for anyway. I'm keeping it cryptic anyway, but that is my situation with what I'm thinking about. What are the great things? The great things I've experienced since that happened, are just the freedom. Even if it's a sense of freedom, and I feel it's not like with shifting whatever that shifted in my life, it did free up a lot of energy, and it's just freedom, and that's what it is. It's freedom where I didn't realise I didn't have that freedom. Anyway, that might make sense to other people as well. This can make you see that rejections are not always a good or a bad thing. It just creates different outcomes. Yeah, because that's really what it is. It's like I would have got there in the end, but it's basically how there can be people in your life that have a really unhealthy hold over you, and you don't realise how much until you're actually out of it. And so, although it might hurt at the time, you're like, fucking hell, I've just got my life back. So, again, I don't know who that's going to speak to, and it could speak to you about any of your life, but I feel I'm just going to leave that one there for today. So, oh no, wait a minute. Do I need to read? Do you know what? I'm not going to read Lilith and save my voice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to direct you to, and I'll timestamp it, the live when I read that card, okay? So, cutting corners. See you later. Maybe you need to cut corners and give yourself a break.